Hello, everyone. I'm here today to talk about the step number two, that is the educational credential review. So, for that, we'll need a little bit more time to discuss all the steps associated to that. So, I made a quick presentation just to see if we can help with some visuals on that. So, the ECR, which stands for the Educational Credential Review, is the main document that will tell the United States and the board that you choose to work on if your education is deemed equivalent to the entry level of a physical therapist in the US. So here's what we're going to cover today. What is the Educational Credential Review? Which agency should you choose to use and what to submit to them? How to interpret the first report and how to fulfill the deficiency on your report. So, as always, don't forget to follow me on YouTube, Instagram, and also check our community at school. So, the Educational Credential Review. What is it? It's a document that will tell exactly what was your background education. It was created basically for foreign trained physical therapists in order for the education of different countries to be deemed equivalent to the entry level. This is to keep standards on education and also to control the practice of physical therapy in the US. How it is evaluated. There's a document called Coursework 2, and we are at the number 6, so it's CWT6, that is used to evaluate all your documentation and see if your evaluation at what level it is compared to the American education. For example, my education, I studied Brazil, and everyone, when they finish university there, we are at bachelor level. So even as a physical therapist and a 4 or 5 year degree, we're all bachelors. This is the same kind of European model. In the US, the entry level for a physical therapist is the doctor level. It's different than the European and the Brazilian model that to be called a doctor, you have a PhD. Here, there is programs like doctor in dentistry, doctor in physical therapist, medical doctor, which you don't not necessarily you are a PhD, but you earn the title of doctor. So that's the first problem when you come to the accreditation of your diploma in the US. My diploma today is equivalent to the doctor in physical therapy. I have the same education of a doctor in physical therapy, but I'm not so a doctor because I didn't study in the US in a program that is a doctor in physical therapy. So I call myself a physical therapist. So how it's done. You will submit all your documentation to the agency that you choose to work. And for that, I recommend the FCCPT. There will be a link in this post as well. The first report will be built after you submit all the documentation from your university to the agency that you choose to work with. So you have to go to the university, request all the documents from your education, and this is your syllabi and the historic of your education with all your grades. And after that, you have to translate all those documents to English. After that, your university need to send everything, all those documents on a closed envelope to the FCCPT. Another thing that you need to do is to go to the board where you have your license in your home country, and they need to submit a document as well to the FCCPT saying that you are registered as a physical therapist in that state. After you get the first report, you have the better idea of what is missing. But the missing in your education is a little bit tricky because it's not like, oh, you need to take the course X, Y, and Z, and here are the schools that you need to go. No, there are topics. So sometimes you'll be missing one topic on the evaluation of a new patient. This topic may be in a course that is associated with biostatistics, for example. So you need a little bit of help just to navigate which courses is better for you to take, but and probably it will be around 5 to 8 courses at least that you need to do. This is mostly because the how the syllabi of the disciplines in your country is written different than they are here in the US. But there are several options for do this. Most of them you can do online at schools in the US, so you can do all that while you're still working in your home country. So, what's next? After you fulfill all your deficiencies and you submit it again to the to FCCPT, they will print a final report saying that you are deemed equivalent to the entry-level physical therapy. Right now, almost everyone have to go over the coursework 2-6, which you have to get your education on the level of a doctor in physical therapy. This takes a lot of credits, sometimes more credits than we have at school, but it's possible. I did it. Of course, if you have, for example, you have a master degree, if you have a PhD degree, all the credits associated to those to this education can also be added to the reports. It's just like in the US, you have a college and university. You can use credits for other kind of education that you had in your background just to fulfill some needs in this report. There are some professional topics that you need to fulfill, mostly related to physical therapy, but there are some other topics that you can fulfill on more general courses. So let's get to work. I'll talk a little bit more about the next step on the next video, but right now, if you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you.